Hello there, welcome to Critical Reviews. Today, taking a look at Red Sonja. This is what we got instead of a Conan series. Amazon famously passed up on a Conan the Barbarian TV series because it was too full of toxic masculinity. Instead, they made Rings of Power, and we all know how that turned out. And one thing that isn't full of masculinity at all is Red Sonja. Sadly, it's not really full of anything, as you are about to find out. The film has been in production hell for years, passing between creatives and starlets, but never going into full production until MJ Bassett was finally selected to make the damn thing. Here's your mostly spoiler-free plot summary, because I don't think anyone really cares about anything but the major spoilers. Maybe not even them. Little Sonja is living an idyllic life in a diverse matriarchal village until a bunch of men turn up and raze it to the ground. Years later, she and her horse are living an idyllic life in a forest, searching for her lost people until men turn up and kill all the non-rhinos for their horns. She goes to avenge the slain beasties, but before she can, men happens. She is then taken to an arena and made to be a gladiator where she is sexualized because of men. She is obviously amazing at fighting, despite not being very good at it 5 minutes ago, and kills lots of men. Will she be able to escape, find her freedom and her people, and become the amazing hero she was meant to be, and stop the bad guy? Or will the men foil her plan? 3 guesses. Now, the problem with Red Sonja isn't that it's bad. The problem is that it's not bad enough to be fun. Despite being firmly encamped in B-movie, budget territory, and looking like one, it embraces neither the sense of fun that it should, nor the carefree violence that the IP would suggest, instead playing things rather po-faced, and acting as if it's a serious film about serious things. And if we're talking about acting, it's not good. The title for character herself is as flat as can be, mumbling through the woeful script, and although it would be unfair to say that she can't act or emote at all, she just has next to no screen presence. Matilda Waltz is unfortunately entirely forgettable as Red Sonja. She just plays the nicest, blandest person ever. Mother Teresa has nothing on this redhead. She's also got nothing like the physique to sell the role, and she's never once believable, no matter how many men she slaughters. Someone who's at least partially memorable in the role is Robert Sheenan as, I can't actually remember for sure, even after watching this damn thing twice, purely because he's the only one who realises what a piece of shit he's in and hams it up to the max. He obviously had a very different interpretation of the script from anyone else. Of course, he does play a rather effeminate control freak with abandonment issues, because modern day, there's no way you could have a real bloke there. Incels are the new villain from modern cinema. Elsewhere, the villain has a girl boss right-hand woman who's being plagued by visions and is largely mentally unwell. I wonder what director MJ Bassett is trying to say there. There are a slew of ancillary characters that don't all really matter that much. Rona Mitra was clearly on the set for about a day, and the only other one that has that much of a story is Prince Osin, who I spent most of the film thinking would make a pretty damn good Prince of Persia if they ever tackled that IP again. I do need to give mention to this actress, though, who has to wear the most horrific set of false teeth that I think I've ever seen. I hope the paycheck was worth it. So, with no other real characters to invest in, main plot must be good then, no? No. It basically involves a MacGuffin, which is the other half to a book that has already invested the bad guy with so much power that he is a self-proclaimed emperor. So why is he so desperate to get the other half? Other than that, it's goddess powers and rebirth and bad CGI. Like, really bad CGI. And don't get me started on the editing and some frankly bizarre directing choices. The pacing angles, even the cinematography is all decidedly subpar and cheap looking, and this extends to the production design, with props and sets looking like they were picked up on the cheap. The armour looks particularly plastic-like. I guess that's why knives go through it like butter. The action scenes have so many cuts in them that it's impossible to keep track of what's going on. It's rare that a single sword swing has multiple cuts in its presentation, but Red Sonja does it repeatedly. The actual fights are unconvincing, with blows never really looking like they land, despite some exceptionally accommodating stuntmen doing their best to make the combat look real. Final thoughts. Red Sonja is a mess. It's a cheap, badly produced, poorly acted and written piece of nonsense that should have never seen the light of day. Sadly, it doesn't embrace any of the potential that the IP could have presented, and instead gives us a straight-faced, preachy, boring movie that people will likely only remember because of the horse, who's probably the best actor in the film as well. Had it gone full gun-ho with violence and, Red Sonja's actual flaws, then maybe we would have ended up with something worth watching. MJ Bassett said this film wasn't made for the male gaze. And sadly, just ended up making a film for no one. Thanks for watching. I've been Critic, and I'll be back with another video soon.